I'm Tracy Maxon with today's Record Newswatch. Two drivers were killed early this morning in a head-on collision along Route 6 in the town of Woodbury. State police investigators say it happened at around 6 a.m. when a minivan heading eastbound crossed the center yellow line and slammed head-on into a car that then caught fire, pinning the driver. The victims were identified as 42-year-old Robert Crowley of Sydney Center, the driver of the minivan, and 49-year-old Raymond Singleton of Queens, the driver of the car. Traffic was diverted away from that section of Route 6 between the Route 293 intersection and the traffic circle for much of the morning. There was also a reported fatal accident early this morning on Delaware Avenue in the city of Kingston involving a motorcycle. I'll keep checking back here at Record Online for the latest information on both fatal incidents. Saying he wished he could turn back the clock, Tahir Adkins apologized for his actions that led to the death of a Middletown man on a city street last December. In Orange County Court this morning, the 27-year-old Monticello man was sentenced to 15 years in prison for the fatal slashing of 19-year-old James Parker Jr. during a fight between the two over money on Linden Avenue December 1st. Adkins had pleaded guilty to first-degree manslaughter back in April. Besides prison, he will face 5 years of post-release parole supervision. At his sentencing, Adkins told members of Parker's family that he was sorry and that his actions were not intentional. He will be eligible for release after 13 years behind bars. Well, don't go looking for the traditional 4-H animal shows or exhibits at next month's Orange County Fair. A decision was reached by the Orange County Board of Directors of Cornell Cooperative Extension to shift those fairground 4-H activities to Bergen Farm in Slate Hill, where they will be called the 4-H Showcase and run from July 18th through July 22nd. According to the Orange County 4-H newsletter, the change of venue will create an opportunity to showcase the work and achievement of 4-H members at a, quote, pristine, scenic, modern, quiet, and well-kept facility, end quote. The fair runs from July 13th to the 29th, and Cornell Cooperative Extension Executive Director Lucy Joyce says that also was a factor.
Length of the fair has been a real hardship on our staff, our volunteers, the youth, and the animals. And we feel that moving it for this year provides for more accessibility and is also better for the agriculture community. This was a very difficult decision for our board to make, and there are many conflicting feelings, regarding the decision, but they really felt that this was in the best interest of the youth and their families.
Joyce says the 4-H will still have a presence at the fair with information and displays concerning their programs. The 90-acre fairgrounds property remains for sale with no word regarding any potential buyer. Their goal, to bring more awareness to the problem of suicide. And Sunday, more than 120 motorcycle riders took part in the 5th annual Here Comes the Sun bike run, an opportunity for money to be raised for the Hudson Valley chapter of the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Many of the riders rode in memory of a loved one who'd taken his or her own life. About $3,000 was raised to aid local suicide prevention awareness and education programs, and an after-party included the exhibit of the Lifekeeper Memory Quilt that includes the images of some of who have taken their own lives. A man employed at a summer camp in Eldrin was arrested over the weekend for slamming into a Sullivan County Sheriff's Office patrol car not once but twice. It happened after the officer had pulled the pickup truck over for speeding in the White Lake area. After the truck was pulled over, the driver rammed the patrol car twice, the second time pushing it more than 100 feet down Route 55. 23-year-old Jeffrey Santiago Pabon was later charged with felony assault, felony criminal mischief, and driving while intoxicated. Pabon is a native of Mexico, and immigration officials were checking his legal status. Deputy Joseph Gagliardo had to be treated for his injuries at Catskill Regional Medical Center. And bragging rights were on the line when local barbers put their talents on display at a haircutting contest held Sunday at Studio AO Fitness in the town of Wallkill. Barbers from Walden, Beacon, and Middletown competed in two categories: a timed 30-minute conventional cut And 1 hour time limit for design cuts. 4 experienced barbers served as judges for the contest, sponsored by True Edge Barbershop in Middletown. And after the scissors stopped snipping and the razors stopped buzzing, the winners in the novice and experienced divisions were Jose Fernancio of Middletown, Christian Soda for best conventional cuts, and Anthony Camacho of Middletown, and Justin Mercer for best design haircuts. Barbers were hoping the contest becomes an annual event. Sunshine may dominate our weather Tuesday and Wednesday, but we cannot rule out late day showers both days. Tuesday will be partly sunny with a shower threat and temperatures in the middle 70s. Wednesday should be mostly sunny and a bit warmer with the highs up around 80, and late day rain a definite possibility. Stay with Record Online to stay on top of breaking news and get a complete look at all that's happening in tomorrow's Times Herald Record. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.